Okay, camera reverse around, so I thought I'd try the headphones because don't forget that's a speaker. It's not full range. Let's turn the air conditioner off. Moment. It's only 22.9 in here, but the rack, it's hot. Okay, let me just have a burst. Turn up the, what's it? Because that's like a fire. Okay, I can hear that sound. Turn that down. Yeah, totally different on the frequency because I'm hearing a bit more of a hum sound rather than a kind of buzzing sound. I could probably get the headphones close, but anyone knows, and anyone that knows that you audio with, you know, from certain speakers to certain sort of like headphones and so forth, you know. Anyway, yeah, and of course if I move it down to the oh gosh, a little bit less around there. Let me just turn the light off in the room for a second, see what goes. Pause video set. As I suspected, there's less noise. So the lighting system's outputting quite a bit because of the. I might get that changed over eventually. There's quite a lot of light coming off the screen. That's why it's because when you reverse the camera, you get a very white out border going around, and the screen's only there in the middle. That's why it's illuminating my face. Actually, the colour's not too bad there. Bloody hell. There's like a buzzing, and then there's a kind of like a repeating sort of sound, like a bip, 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 bip. That's probably some sort of clock sort of thing or whatever. But every time when you click this on, you get a little clicky thump sound because obviously it's making a connection inside. And I advise when you use it, keep the volume or the level low, click on, and then gradually turn it up. Otherwise, you'll get a bit of a surprise, startled surprise. Bear, will you stop doing that? My cat Bear is going bonkers because there's sound wave frequencies going around in here, and because maybe, oh gosh, turn it down. Oh, why have I got a light on there? Oh, I keep it over here, move it a little bit about that range, and I can hear a bip, bip, bip that's generated from here. You know, Edward Snowden, he's absolutely right. You know, we should wrap our phones in bloody tin foil and crisp packets. Oh, that Denon's got a bit of a noise there. That Denon's got a bit of bloody noise. I think Amir needs to go back and do a testing on that so-called flagship. Probably where the jittering is coming from. If you were to yeah, this phenomena about jitter. That's my Bear's third name because I call him Bear Rambo Jitter because he's always jittering. He's always on the edge where he needs to be. But wow, he's got a freaking chronic buzz on the. I think that's a fluorescent display. I think that's like a fluorescent display. But with that said, if that were to be, say, disconnected, while doing the testing in the audio science reviews on these devices and such, to see whether or not then this signal noise or whatever goes down, because there's sometimes Amir's picking up on his AP audio precision device very disconcerting signal noise. So if I was thinking, I would say disconnect certain things and see whether or not then, because I know the Sony, and everyone knows about, anyone that's had a Sony, experienced Sony, blah blah blah, they know about the strange little clicking sound noise or whatever, the strange little pulse sound noise on it. But can I hear it with this? Not exactly the same signature noise. You got to turn the fader up, or I can put the headphones on and put it on the headphone monitor, and maybe I could just pause the video set. I'm on pause video, put the I think this records stereo at the front, I'm not too sure if it does, but I'll put the headphones around me. You can hear that noise. I'll turn the, I can turn it up a little bit more. And you can hear that sort of signal noise, but it's so low down. But it's high. But the thing is, being so low down in the signal noise ratio, the frequency scale, doesn't necessarily mean, you know, I mean, it's audible. It's an audible frequency. If it was obviously a humming sound somewhere, well, then it's going to probably be picked out maybe as common 50, 60 hertz, maybe some other random frequency. Maybe true, maybe harmonic, fundamentals, harmonics. Yeah, but everybody knows about that. It doesn't bother me because I don't really notice it, because I can't hear it over the system. I've got to turn up the fader, bloody really ridiculous, and then the movie soundtrack would obliterate, you know, just like that THX. Oh no, here comes the Sopranos, and then put the what's it, and then they do the audience is being vaporized. Yeah, but it's amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if most AV receivers, everything, blah blah blah, somewhere in the signal chain is generating some sort of signal noise because of maybe the lighting system on the unit. Bear, will you stop it? Oh, my cat Bear, he's just like Sooty, but he's not. He comes in and then he starts the scraping on the carpet. I don't know why. There's anyway, there's signal going around in the room, and it's agitating him. Dear, dear, dear. I just want to see if this light does it. Let's just turn on. Okay. Oh, that is interesting. What the heck was that? Let's try this again. Oh, with the light off, but oh, there's something going on there. So turn it up so it sounds like the lightsaber. Whoops. It's just that. Calibrate that. But listen again. That's weird. Oh, do it around that way. Well, my dear Watson, the game's afoot because something's puzzling me here. It almost sounded suspiciously like some sort of yeah, like two signals, positive, negative, coming together and they cancel each other out. That's hardwired, that LED. Oh. So you got to desolder all that just to take it out. I'm curious. Oh, let's put that back in there. This is actually made of glass. What the fuck? Okay, screw that back on. Oh, bloody hell, that light is bloody blinding. Well, let's do that again. There's something going on there. Oh, that's interesting. So, I can't understand why it's cancelling out the buzzing sound from the light up there. It's doing some sort of anti-polarity phase, like you got an unbalanced lead and you got a balanced lead, and two signals, a positive and negative, is the goal is to reduce signal noise. And when you put the audio signal through, it's still got, you know, but less noise. But that's on low power. Why is it making that on low power? Oh, and the strobing, obviously. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting signal noise there. Why it's not doing it there on high output, but I go to low power and it's producing a noise. It's producing a frequency, light frequency noise. Of course, it's got a battery in it, a rechargeable USB. It probably have some sort of capacitor, a little bit of electronics in there to do the strobe effect. Really, I don't use the strobe light on it. I just use the low power, you know, to save power on the battery capacitance, because it's like a capacitance, I think, that charges up. I'm not sure if it's like a NiCad, but that is interesting. Why? There's something there. I heard a buzzing. I put that in it, and it's almost like cancelling out. I just thought for a sec I'll try my hand. Maybe it's the probe direction. Let me move the probe around. Is that near the light? Ah, now something's getting to click. It's almost like a directional finder on a... Oh, from the days when I had a... Well, I am still on the CB radio now, back on the CB radio, but I don't use it that much. But it's almost like a radio directional antenna finder. Never had experience using one, but I have used a directional beam, whereas the 3-element beam, where you can focus the signal, transmission signal, out into where the reception signal is being coming from. So if it were Europe or you know, wherever on the, you know, I'll just turn it around, focus on that signal. My signal would go out in that direction. Other stations around with omnidirectional antennas may still faintly pick my signal up, but it'd be very low signal. But anyone forward ahead would pick the signal up stronger, obviously. But yes, it's almost like a, you know, directional beam. And, you know, of course, you had a button can rotator on the rotator I would have to turn it from south to north to you know, and then press a button and it turns the antenna. And of course, the antenna's got to be aligned at first, you know, to direction, to which way is north, and then just then rotate it round. Yeah. Yeah. I've only had the device for a few hours a day, and I'm already starting to guess and think without necessarily looking it up, because there's two little probes on the end. I guess they're like a positive, negative. My cat Bear's back in the room, and no doubt he's feeling very stressed. Bear, he wants food, but he's been fed. Um, yeah, turn that up a bit. Whoops. Right, gotcha. So if I put my hand in the way, okay, it's still got me thinking. Anyway, cool. Hey, cool, dude.